Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your July 2020 reading. I'm going to start with the Light Seers Tarot from Chris Ann, and I will dig in right off the bat. And we've got a couple of other decks that we'll be using today. I am not focusing on one particular aspect like career, love, etc., etc. I am rather sort of allowing spirit to flow through, and I'm going with the flow to see what they have to say, because there have been a lot of intense energies recently. There's a lot that we're coping with from the collective that I think we all are being, we're being affected by a lot. Let me put it that way. So let's just see what spirit wants to say, and we would just go with them, okay, whatever their messages are. So please, right off the bat, we've got some jumpers. Okay. Who's starting with the Fool and the Six of Cups? I want to try to get one more here. Cancer for July 2020. We are in Cancer season. You have any other messages to start us off here for my Cancer tribe for July 2020? Thank you, Spirit, Guardian Angels, Ascended Masters, Guides, Ancestors. What other messages do you have for my Cancers? Oh, so many people are getting the wheel. It's so interesting, but I'm interested too. So we've got you in a place of starting a new cycle, a new path, a jumping off point. You've got the Fool in reverse. I think, Cancer, this is a time of rediscovering yourself. This is, a lot of Cancers are born in this month. Some are born at the tail end of June, but July is really your season. And I think there's a real feeling of yearning to take risks and start over. And that's the energy that you're kind of going into the month with. But things seem to be a little bit stagnant, in the sense that you're just not quite ready to let go and take that leap of faith yet. And I think that part of that is because you are in a place of nostalgia. This card is so precious. I just love her interpretation of the Six of Cups here. You got the feels, you're thinking, but it's not, it's the emotional places you're revisiting are not painful places. They're poignant places. You're just looking back at kind of where you've come. And I think, we all do that around our birthday. We all kind of do an assessment of the year and where we've grown and, where we're coming from. But for you, it's even bigger. It's in a lot of it, again, and I keep bringing this up in all the readings, but I just have to, because we can't ignore it. There's so much going on right now in the world, and the pandemic and all of the chaos and the political unrest and all of that. And so, these kinds of major collective energies that we all go through and that we're all affected by make us reflect within ourselves on a much larger scale than we normally do. because sometimes we are faced with issues that are life-changing, or we're faced with issues in which we have to dig deeper than we normally do. So I feel like you, in your own way, are kind of in that cycle right now. And again, we're waiting for the turn of the wheel. We're waiting for a new cycle to begin outside of you. Again, I don't feel like this is a cycle particularly for you, but it affects you because it's coming from the outside. And I forget which other group got this card, but a few of them did. Might have been Capricorn, I don't remember, but something about, waiting for that new cycle to shift, and it hasn't spun around yet because we're in the middle of something right now. So let's just aspect some of these with, see if we can get deeper in here with the Fountain Tarot. For my Cancer tribe, me more on the Fool. Six of Cups and, okay, Six of Cups in the World. Please help me to aspect. Okay, wow, got a bunch came out here. Okay, sorry, I'm just taking a minute here to receive the messages. And I want to dip down here so you can see what we're looking at. Okay, so we have Judgment, we have the Lovers, we have the Star, and we have the Eight of Wands. Yeah, you're on pause here. Not just, all right, well, okay, let me put it this way. What you're reassessing about your past is so you can make a decision about your future. So that before you take that step, that leap of faith, before the world kind of upends itself and gets back to balance, you make the right decision. The decision that will lead you to your path, your truth, where it is that you are meant to go with the Star here. Once this wheel turns around again and the world is not on pause or not blocked, the cycles are not as blocked as they are. Once that happens, this will upright itself and news will come in fast. Things will speed up. Like these rods here, the Eight of Wands, these are beacons of light, but they're, the Eight of Wands is about fast moving communication, fast, but also action. A lot of things are going to start coming into your world. So again, just like everyone else, a lot of people, a lot of you guys are getting stagnant, situations, which are, like I said, not always within your control because of what's going on in the world collectively, but a lot of reversals to me mean that it's just stuck energy. But you're going to be making a big decision for a big change, which is going to put you into a place of a new beginning, a new cycle, for your benefit. So a decision. Let's see if there's anything that we can get about what this decision may be about. I have a feeling it's career driven, although it's gonna mean you have to leave behind some things. Maybe you're gonna have to change homes or locations. You're gonna have to move. Maybe you might have to move out of state and leave family behind, or travel for this new opportunity. You got the same card again in the exact same position, the Fool in reversed. Yeah, it's going to be a big deal. Whatever this thing is that you are about to, have to make a decision about, it's going to be a big, big, big deal. Big move. A new start. Now's not the time to do it, though. They're wanting you to wait, to just, wait for the world to right itself a little bit again, to be more normalized, because things are not normal now. Things are very unstable. So before you make this tremendous move, they want you to take your time and really think it over. Sorry, that doesn't feel right. This came out like a big chunk of cards, so hold on a second. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Cancers. All right. Got the Three of Voices. Got the Eight of Voices. Yeah, you need to think this over because it's a big deal. It's serious. And it means leaving someone behind. I'm really getting a big, intuitive message that with this card that you're going to be having to leave someone behind. And it's making you very sad, which is why you're really thinking about whether or not you want to do this. Whether you want to take this opportunity or not. I'm feeling, Cancer, like you need to really think about this move. Because now, despite all that I said before about, the world turning and things have to be more normal, that's all true. I still stand by that initial message. But now that we're aspecting and getting deeper into your reading, I'm beginning to think that maybe this might not be the best move for you to make. The best choice. Because it's causing you a lot of anxiety. It's causing you a lot of suffering. And I feel like if it were the right thing to do, it wouldn't be this hard to make the decision. Let me see if I can get an oracle card on here and see if we get a clear message on kind of the general vibe of what this opportunity is. Okay, so Horse Spirit, freedom is yours. Wow, they're really throwing this gauntlet in front of you, aren't they? Spirit is really maybe the pain of this decision to leave or to take this opportunity. It's your choice. Yes, that's what they're telling you. They're not giving you a yes or no. They're saying it. You have the choice, the freedom to choose. You have free will. Wild horses can't be tamed is what comes to my mind as I look at this card. You know, it's very difficult to capture and tame a wild horse, and somehow you have a restless spirit. And though you feel nostalgic and there is someone that you might leave behind, it's like your soul is being called to move on, to move forward to a new adventure. I got to throw a couple more cards because I'm still not getting... I just don't know if you're being hasty or if this is something that you need to do to grow. Or if you're just trying to escape. That's what I can't. Okay, let's see what they have to say here. They're not telling me, those little buggers. Got the wheel again. The world and the wheel. Cycles, 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 cycles shifting. Well, I'm going to take this to mean, because this showed up in the reverse and this shows up upright. And even though this represents the general energy of, you know, the outside influences in your world right now, and this is more of a personal aspect on the reading as we've delved into it, I'm going to say that the guidance here is that perhaps it is time for you to move on from this person and from this situation or from this family or from this job or whatever it is. Although I kind of have a feeling it's a relationship. But I think the advice is take the new opportunity and end the cycle and start anew. That seems to be what the advice is. But I'm going to leave this one up in the air with a question mark because it may not resonate that way for everybody. And I don't want to give a hardcore bit of advice. I don't want to be literal. You know, I really want whomever is watching this, you know, to find the message for them. I'm going to take one more card. Or one more message if you have it for my Cancers. Is there anything else that you need to tell them in regard to this choice, this decision that they have to make? Come on. They don't want to. No, I'm getting that's all they want to say about it. You have the freedom to choose. You have the freedom to start a new cycle, to walk away from a painful past that may not have been completely painful. There may have been a lot of beautiful things about it. But you need to make a decision. And you know, at some point, these are going to flip, these energies, and things are going to go into motion pretty fast. It's not that I'm not listening to Spirit, but I just want to be absolutely certain before I move on. I don't want to leave you guys hanging. If there is any other bit of advice here. Okay, yeah. All right. So these three popped out. They want me to take them all. Two of Voices, the Devil, and the Nine of Inspiration reversed. Yeah, there was a relationship. It was it had good elements to it. There was love there, so it was a genuine thing, but there are things about it that are holding you back from your good. There was a bit of bondage in this relationship, you know, some emotional bondage that was unhealthy, and it's time for you to move on. And though it's going to be difficult, and though you're hesitating to take the new opportunity, is what the guidance is, so that you can be free, so you can have your freedom. Okay, Cancer, that was intense. I wish you the best. If this resonates with you, please comment in below, and like and subscribe. I'm rooting for you, and I would love to know how this turns out for you. Okay? Take care, Cancer.